Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here for video number 3 on your, well, it would have been a 2 for Friday, but now it's a Triple Threat Friday. Right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this channel, my other channels. You all know and love down below in hell, otherwise known as the description box below. And follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're real, if you're not, fuck you. Well, if you're real, good. If you're fake, then go fuck yourself and do something else. Share the video all over the internet. Most importantly, tap and slap that bell to turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. And if you do, well, too fucking bad for you because you're SOL. And you know what that means. That's that. And if this is your first time watching, well, welcome to the fucking party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. If not, you can jump off and, get out of here. Go fuck yourself. And that's it. That's all you gotta do. So, that's it. Leave a comment if you wish. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. But if you're gonna leave stupid comments, get the fuck out of here because you're getting blocked. And if you don't like that, cry me a river, bitch. That's that. Alright, check out my last 2 videos in the description box below. My Wrestle Kingdom 18 review over on my Peter fucking Joseph channel. And on my Metal Gear channel, because I'm putting a lot of stuff on my Metal Gear channel lately. I did a video about Corey Taylor announcing on Twitter and his Instagram page that he has canceled his North American tour because he's dealing with some mental health issues and some physical health issues, so he wants to kind of scale back off a little bit and deal with that, and get healthy before he can go back on the road and not deal with that shit. So I talked about that, and I kind of coincided with my journey through mental health and my physical health as well. So check it out. Links are all down below in the gobbledygook. So, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and, hell, leave a comment if you wish. You don't have to, like I said, it's your prerogative. You want to leave a comment? Good, but if you leave stupid comments, like I said, you're wasting your time. And you're going to get blocked, and if you don't like that, too fucking bad. Go cry. Go do something else. Go do that shit on another channel, see what happens. You're not going to do it on my channel. You're not going to respect me and my opinion, then go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit. And that's it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on video number 3 on your Triple Threat Friday, January the 5th, 2024, if you're watching from somewhere else, or tomorrow, or whenever, January the 6th, 2024. Hope everybody has a great weekend. If you're in the Northeast, batten down the hatches. We're getting a big-time storm this weekend. Tomorrow evening, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening is going to be, rain and snow, and then, a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow, not that much. There's one said 2 inches, another one saying barely anything, so I'm going to go with barely anything. So it looks like, it's going to be warm. It's going to be around 40, but then it's going to go down, so it might stick tomorrow night. It might be a little slippery tomorrow, so be careful going out if you're in the New York City area, or maybe, Jersey, Southern Jersey, yes. Northern Jersey, you're getting fucked. So, and then upstate New York, you're getting really fucked. And then late Saturday night and Sunday, if you're in Massachusetts or Rhode Island or Connecticut, back down the hatches because you're going to get a lot of snow. So, sucks to be you. And, that's it. But be careful when you're going out to shoveling the snow, putting the ice melt out, or just going out in general. I would just stay home and watch Collision tomorrow night. Or watching some football tomorrow. But fortunately for me, I'm living in New York City. Don't have to worry that much. Just gotta bring an umbrella. It's gonna rain, but it's gonna be a mess tomorrow. This weekend. Let's just put it that way. It's gonna be a mess. So be safe, be well, and we'll get through it. And then, hopefully better weather to come. It's supposed to get warmer next week, about 55 by the middle of the week, and then down by next weekend. The up and down winters, yeah, you hate it. You gotta hate it if you live in the Northeast, in the New England area. But it is what it is. That's that. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Hope you're sitting down. I hope you got a cold beverage or whatever you got. And it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for your late night. Well, yeah, it's late night. Your late night Smackdown and AEW Rampage review for January the 5th, 2024. Alright. So, SmackDown and Rampage. Well, okay, SmackDown I thought was a pretty good show. Rampage, as usual, show. So, let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. And that's it. As far as Ring of Honor goes, I will do that tomorrow. My first Ring of Honor review of the year. Over on this channel tomorrow. And we'll see what happens with that. And then probably I won't do Collision tomorrow night because I'm going out to a gig tomorrow. And I won't be home till late. And I'll be dead tired. So I'm going to do my Collision review Sunday afternoon. Before the Niners game, because they start at 4 o'clock. It's pretty much a meaningless game. I don't even think it's going to be on Fox. I think they're going to play the Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys game tomorrow on Sunday. So, I mean, it's a meaningless game for the Niners. Meaningless. So, basically a preseason game, because Brock Purdy ain't playing. McCaffrey ain't playing because of a calf injury, so they're going to be taking 2 weeks, this week off, and then the next 2 weeks off until they play in the playoffs in the NFC division game. Most of the stars are going to play like Debo and Kittles and bits. They're going to play Ayuk. I really don't think they should be playing the entire game. Because God forbid they get hurt, like seriously hurt, then they're done for the playoffs, and then pretty much the Niners' Super Bowl chances will go up in smoke. But that's that. Bosa and in the defense are going to play a little bit. I really just would start the backups. I know Sam Darnold is going to start. And, the Rams are not going to start Matthew Stafford. Cooper Kupp ain't going to be playing, thank the Lord. Yeah, get ready for the division game if you get near us. You're going to get your ass handed to you like the first time we played you. In SoFi Stadium, which is basically Levi Stadium, Southern California. But it is what it is, and that's that. So, lots of football this weekend, starting tomorrow. Week 18, the final week of the season in the NFL. And they're going to play for pay. And that's it. Alright, so let's get to SmackDown. And SmackDown, New Year's resolution, or revolution, New Year's revolution. Like I said, it was a pretty decent show. We had our tribal chief acknowledge him. He was on the show tonight. We had a big triple threat match between Randy Orton and his Relentless Force, AJ Styles, the Lone Warrior, and Eli Drake. That's not an insult. That's a fact of life. So we had that to see who faces Roman at the Rumble for the Undisputed title. And we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so we are live and we're emanating from the Rogers Arena in Vancouver, British Columbia. Excuse me. Damn, I'm choking again. And our commentary team, well, Michael Cole was not there tonight. I don't know why. He was just taking the night off. Or he's sick. Who knows? But if he's sick, hopefully get better, Mitchell Cole. But we had the most boring commentary team of all time. We had Corey Slave and that schmuck Kevin Patrick Milove, who really, really, really needs to go. He needs to get fired. He is boring on commentary. Almost as much as Byron Thaxton was. Where did he go? He's backstage half the time. garbage. He is garbage, Kevin Patrick. Get out. You suck. So bad. Just saying. Hey, Road Dogg, Jesse James, Brian James, Hunter, Mr. Levesque. Can you, I think you need to get rid of him and then call, give me and Joe Cronin a call. Slide it, hit us up on Twitter. My Twitter's down below, so just type in Peter effing Joseph. You should find me somewhere. So, Hunter and, Mr. BG James, and even you, Steph. Hi, Steph. Hit me and Joe Cronin up, man. We are ready. We can do a way better job than that schmuck Kevin Patrick could. It's like he can't finish a sentence, and then when somebody like EO is doing a springboard move, goes, oh, so blah, blah. I'm like, what? He doesn't even get into it. I mean, when Kevin Owens hits a stunner on Santos in the match I'm going to talk about, he goes, stunner! Kevin Owens is going, he doesn't even have any power behind it, like Michael Cole would have, or JR would have. By God, I mean, I have more power than that. Stunner! By God, stunner! Holy crap, stunner! 1, 2, he got him! I give like a Joey Styles like fucking performance there, man. Come on. And then like Logan Paul's like, all pissed off. I'm like, Logan, you got a date with Kevin Owens, sir, and you're in big trouble, mister. Your days are numbered. I mean, it's like he would get at, like Logan Paul would get at me and say, yeah, you don't know nothing. It's like, I know more than you. It's like, I think I know a little bit more than you, sir. It's like, you don't know a thing about wrestling. Shut up. Anyway, can you stop being a fucking prick and watch the match? I wouldn't say fucking prick, but I'll just call him a prick. It's like, stop being a prick and watch the match. It's like, you gotta worry about one of these two men. Stop being an asshole. Then again, I'd probably get a tongue lasher from Hunter in the back, but I'm like, I'm being real, man. If I can't be real on commentary, then why do you hire me? I'm not gonna tell stories. And I'm not gonna read all fucking copy either. I'm not gonna have to get a copy. I have to read this in the script. Fuck that. I'm unscripted, like Joey Styles. I don't need a script. I call it like it is. If you don't like it, fuck off, Connor. Same thing with you, Tony Khan. I don't need to read the script. I don't even think Excalibur reads the script half the time. I don't think anybody in AEW reads the script. I mean, they have like a program. Yeah, I'll read the program and that's it. But I'm not gonna freaking read, oh, I gotta say this during the broadcast. I'm gonna just be real. Tell the moves and tell, little bit background shit. Like freaking Eddie Kingston's going for he hits the back fist and knocks the guy out. It's like, oh my God! I'm like, oh, Eddie Kingston with that wicked back fist. Good Lord! But Kevin Patrick, you fucking suck. You suck worse than Wheeler Yuta. Jeez, well, I don't know about that, but Wheeler Yuta's the type of person that would suck on commentary too. But it is what it is. Alright, so we got that, so let's get into it. Alright, this is the aftermath of, that, no. This is the kind of, the New Year's week is pretty much over now. So we started off the show with clips of Day 1 Raw this past Monday, which saw Dwayne, The Rock, making his kind of impromptu return, beating the fuck out of Jinder by balls, And then he cuts the promo where he says, maybe The Rock should sit at the head of the table, kind of calling out Roman. Bad idea. So we had that. And then we go to the arena in the dreaded parking lot. We see a black SUV. What happened to limos? Remember when you would see, like, somebody big was coming, they would come in a black or white limo? And then you're like, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? And then they come out, it's like Hogan or something like that. Or Vince, We don't do that anymore. You rarely see a limo these days. I guess like wrestling companies, can't pay the limousine service to drive them to the fucking arena. Like, come on, dude. Anyway, so black SUV pulls up, and we see the silhouette of our tribal chief, Roman Reigns. So the driver does what he should be doing, and that's opening the door for our tribal chief. You don't want him to just come out. You open the door for him. He's a champ, bitch. Anyway, so Roman comes out, and he's with the wise man. My name is Paul Heyman. So they come out, and then Caleb Braxton, as always, has to get in Roman and Paul Heyman's business, because, Kayla, wants that fat man. It's pretty much evident. I mean, wouldn't you like to have Kayla Braxton, too? I mean, she got a nice ace, but I digress. Anyway, so Kayla stops Roman, asks him about the comments that The Rock made on Raw this past Monday, and then Roman just looks at her like, I'm gonna talk about The Rock. Fuck him. Fuck him. The Rock still can't acknowledge him, and he's, now he finally acknowledged him. I want to sit at the head of the table. Even the little fucking Roman Reigns, if you watch Young Rock, say, somebody drop me! Acknowledge me! Come on, Dwayne! Come on, Dewey! Suplex me! Acknowledge me! No, you're not ready for that yet, Roman. You have to do that at WrestleMania. When you're old enough, we'll wrestle at WrestleMania. It's gonna happen. It's going to happen at Mania, and Dwayne is going to acknowledge the tribal chief and lose. I mean, what would happen if Dwayne somehow beat the streak? Who cares? Who would care that The Rock, a schmuck like him, gets the unified title and beats Roman's record? Not even beats it. It ends his historic reign. You know how long The Rock will hold the belt? Not even, like about a month. Because he's a part-timer. And he's gonna lose. He would have to go to France, which is the next pay-per-view after that, which is Payback, and lose in France. Probably back to Roman, so it wouldn't make any sense to have Roman lose at Mania to get it right back. So, no. For all you people that think Roman's gonna lose to The Rock, I think you need your fucking head examined. And a slap in the fucking face. And you think that Randy is gonna beat him? No. AJ? No. LA Knight? No. Cody? Hell no. Nobody is beating Roman this year. The same thing for the last 3 years. Nobody's beating him. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Dwayne, or John Cena can't beat him. What, you think they're gonna call up The Undertaker? Undertaker already know that. He knows. I know he's the GOAT of all GOATs, and he lost to the second GOAT of all GOATs, which is Roman Reigns, at WrestleMania 33. And Roman was like, this is my yard now. And everyone was like, fuck! I hated him when he beat the Undertaker. I hated it. Because he was getting pushed down our throats like Cena was. I was like, get this guy out of here. Fuck this guy, Then he came out with the leukemia. I'm like, I'm sorry, all the things I said, I will acknowledge you now. I had a different outlook on the guy, Mr. Joseph Anoy, or Anoy, or whatever the last name is, how you pronounce it, but... But yeah, I mean, nobody's beating Roman. Stop it. Just stop. You're living in a fantasy world where you think like all these people are gonna beat Roman. He will be beat, but it ain't gonna be this year. It might be next year. They're saying maybe at the Rumble next year or at WrestleMania 41, wherever that may be, maybe Minnesota or Vegas. He's going 4+. 4+ years, my friends. 4+. He's breaking Hogan's record, and then the only two people left are Bob Backlund and freaking Bruno, which is 8 years. I mean, we got 4+ years to go, my friends. 4+. After he hits 4 years in September, he's got 4 more years to go as champ to beat Bruno's record. I don't know if he's going to get there. I mean, depends on his health. And really depends on if he wants to drop the belt. And to who? It better be a worthy person. And not like, how Kurt Angle in his last match in WWE lost to Baron Snorbin Corbin at WrestleMania. It was like, what? I would have had Angle lose to Roman. I would have been okay with that. But Snorbin Corbin? But if Roman decides to drop the belt, either he retires or he loses it to somebody worthy. Like AJ, maybe Randy, not Cody. Not The Rock. None of those part-time bitches from the past. Not even Hunter, if he ever came out of retirement, which I doubt he will because of his heart condition. Not even HBK. Nobody. It has to be somebody from NXT. Because I don't think it's going to be anybody on the main roster. Even like a guy like Killer Cross or something like that. I still think it might be Walter or it might be Braun Breaker at this point. Because they're strong guys. I don't think it's going to be like a technician or a high flyer like Rey Mysterio or something like that. Like Dom or anybody like that. It's got to be somebody like a heavyweight. Like a Pete Dunne type of guy, Tyler Bate, Ilya Dragunov type of guy. Not some schmuck like Cena or something like that, But anyway, so we got that. Alright, so Roman and the Wise Men are in the building, and we'll see what happens with them a little bit later. Alright, that's that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the arena, and out comes my boy. He's from Canada too, but he's on the other side of Canada. The good side of Canada. And that is Maryville, Quebec, Canada. That is my boy, Kevin Steen, otherwise known as Kevin Owens. And he comes out for our first match of the night, the finals of the United States title tournament, as he takes on the LW, or the other LWOs, or Legado 2.0, Santos Escobar, who was flanked by the Mexican Wolves, Angel Garza, and Humberto Carrillo. So we had that. And then Logan Paul comes out to do boring as fuck commentary. And the commentary wasn't boring enough. Now you had this schmuck to come out. So pretty much, I'm gonna paraphrase this review, cause it's late. I'm tired as fuck. I don't got much power on my phone anyway. So in any case, so the bell rings, and then the other Legado, Joaquin Wilde, DGZ, and Raul Mendoza jumped the barricade and attacked the Mexican Wolves, and all 4 men fight to the back, and Santos is all, he's distracted, so Kevin Owens does what he does best, and beats the fuck out of him before we go to break. Then we go back, they go back and forth, Logan Paul is on commentary, boring the fuck out of me, along with Kevin Patrick. The fans are chanting, Logan sucks, blah, blah, blah. Escobar climbs the second rope, Owens with a big right hand, and he picks Santos up, slams him on the mat as we go to break, and then we come back again, and they go back and forth again, and Owens on top, hits him with a Hurricane Rana. Of all moves, Kevin, a Hurricane Rana. I've never seen you do that before. I mean, he has done it, but I haven't seen it. But anyway. Santos climbs the top rope, hits it with a really weak as fuck frog splash. Why is he doing the frog splash? He cannot do it like me, ese pero. I know, Eddie, because you are the master of the frog splash. He's a stupid pendejo. I know. Like Ray, right? Yeah, I hate that guy too. He's a pendejo, he's a bicho, he's a cabrón. Fuck him. Pero. Exactly. Alright, calm down. Eddie Guerrero will tell you that fucking frog splash sucks. I mean, Kevin Owens does it pretty damn good, right, Eddie? Oh, he's great, but he's not as great as me, ese pero. You know? I mean, Eddie will tell you he's the best at the frog splash. Even though it's as better as Rob Van Dam. I like him, but Eddie doesn't do it better than me. Okay, Eddie, calm down. Anyway, so more Logan sucks chants. Logan stands up and shows him like, I'm the champ, bitch. Sit down and shut up. There was all commentary. It's like, oh, yeah. It's like, Logan parading to the crowd, sit down! And then he's like, it's like, oh, I'm the champ, look at me, I don't care. I'm like, Logan, sit down, it's like, sit down. Sit your ass down. I hate to quote Dwayne, shut your bitch ass up. But anyway, we get that. So Santos climbs the second rope. Owens gets him on his shoulders, hits it with a rolling senton. Interesting. Goes for the cover. Santos kicks out. Owens goes for the stunner. Escobar then rolls him up. Owens kicks out at 2. Then Kev gets up, hits it with a super kick. Then he goes for the pop-up powerbomb, but Santos countered with a Hurricane Rana. Then Santos off the ropes. Owens hits him with the pop-up powerbomb. Then the stunner, which Kevin Patrick really did not even emphasize it. I mean, kind of like, stunner, So Owens hits the stunner, goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens wins the tournament. Pretty decent match. I gave 3 out of 5 stars. And he will face Logan Paul at the Royal Rumble for the United States title. And that's it. Logan's all pissy. He grabs the mic, which he should never get. Cut his mic! So anyway, he congratulates Kevin on his win, and he tells him that he will face the greatest United States champion in history. Right! Yeah. 62 days is a legendary champion. Shut up. He says that. I would have been on comments. I was like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of others that would love to talk to you. Anyway. He says, oh, I haven't even broken a sweat and I retained my belt for 62 days. You haven't defended it, you moron! Dumbass. When did he won that at Crown Jewel, and he hasn't defended it. He wasn't even at freaking Survivor Series to defend the belt. Wait, shut up. Fucking idiot. Go back home to Puerto Rico and bang your sort of hot fiance, okay? Shut up. Go be with your stupid brother that sucks even more than you do. You fucking overrated prick. I'd love to knock him out. I would. I'd give him a cut through a plate glass window. Nick Gage style. Nick fucking Gage. I shouldn't say Nick Gage. Nick fucking Gage. I will put him through the worst pain he will ever feel in his life. I mean, you think all the guys that do all these ultra-violent shit, I mean, Matt Tremont and Onita, I would go more ultra-violent than Onita would. You thought C4 explosives would be something? Put me in a cage with him, I would fuck him up. Not even a cage, put me in Hell in a Cell with weapons. I call it the House of Hell. And it'll be Logan Paul's House of Hell, because he will be put through to that House of Hell. I would take him to the top of the cage and powerbomb his ass through the fucking top of the cage with C4 explosives on it. Fuck him, he would be dead by the time he drops down to the floor. The cage will break, the ring will break, and he will be a big freaking pool of gook, blood, piss, and shit underneath the fucking arena. Fuck him. And fuck his fans too, and fuck his brother. All overrated pieces of garbage. And you only moved to Puerto Rico because you're not even from there. And if he is, well, who cares? He's not a real Puerto Rican. It's a piece of garbage. You want a real Puerto Rican? Bad Bunny, okay? And I'm not saying that because of Esau, okay? I'm just saying it as a real American. I am a real... okay. Brother! Okay. Sorry. I don't know what came over me, but anyway. Yeah, I have to rant on Logan Paul, because he is garbage. Worst fucking United States champion in the history of wrestling. That's why celebrities should not be a wrestler. Because they win a title, David Arquette, I mean, it's meaningless. It's meaningless. Nobody cares a celebrity won a belt. David Arquette, worst fucking WCW heavyweight champion in history. It's stupid. And then you give Logan Paul the United States belt, and he barely even defends it. Oh, now he's going to defend it at the Royal Rumble. I hope he loses, is he? No. He's going to hold it all the way to WrestleMania, and hopefully maybe Bad Bunny or... I would rather have Bad Bunny as the United States champion than a schmuck like Logan Paul. I'd rather have Eli Drake as the U.S. champ. And I hope that there's rumors that match might happen, but if it does, I hope Eli wins. I want Logan Paul out of the wrestling business, because he is garbage. He's not even a good wrestler. Oh yeah, maybe some high-flying moves here and there, they're pretty decent. The whole thing with, him and Ricochet colliding in midair, I thought that was cool. But other than that, he is garbage. His promos suck. He does worse promos than Wheeler Yuta, and that's saying something. I'm not giving Wheeler Yuta the benefit of the doubt, he still sucks. But he can cut a better promo than fucking Logan Paul. Fuck that, man. Fuck you, Logan Paul. That's that. So anyway, he's like, I'm in chair for 62 days. He gets in the ring. Bad idea. Says, they all thought that a Canadian could ever have the United States Championship. Then he tells Kevin that him beating me for the U.S. title is like the Canucks winning the Stanley Cup. That one, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. That's a 1994 joke. Nice Rangers joke. And Valerie Bure still fears Mike Richter in his dreams. He's gonna have to. He has his wife, Candace Cameron Bure, consoling him. I'm having nightmares of 1994 when I got stoned by the penalty shot by Mike fucking Richter in Vancouver. By the way, that was I think it was game 4 or 5. I don't remember what game that was. He got stoned. He tried to do a freaking deep, and Richter's like, no. What happens? The Rangers won in 7. They should have won in 6. They wanted to do it at home, and I was there on my prom night of high school. I could have went to my high school prom. I'm like, fuck no. I'm not going to no fucking prom. I'm going to the Rangers game. Watching them win the Stanley Cup. Fuck the prom. I went there. They won the cup. I'm going crazy. Me and my friends go to the bar after. Freaking bars going nuts. Let's go Rangers! Then the next day at school, freaking from first pick, like 8 o'clock in the morning, all the way to the end of the school day, every period, we go to class, come out, let's go Rangers! And the freaking security guard's like, what the fuck is going on here? Everybody's wearing Rangers gear. even in the freaking, in the cafeteria, we're going, let's go Rangers! The freaking security guards are telling us to calm down. Like, we're gonna calm down because the Rangers want to stay in the cup. Shut up. And then like half the senior class didn't even, and some of the other people in my high school didn't even go to class the day of the parade. I didn't go. I was like, I think it was like Regents Week, and I had the day off anyway, so I'm like, fuck that. I'm going to the parade. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, Logan Paul, you get a minute little schmidge point for that Stanley Cup joke. Anyway, so then he says, it's never going to happen because I'm Logan Paul and I'm talking, shut up. And then Kevin's like, smacked him right in the head. Good job, Kev. Knocked him the fuck out. Then his music hits and everybody's happy. Yay, Kevin Owens, we love you. I'm like, good job, Kev. Knock him out at the Rumble and win the title and bring it home. Is he? Probably not. I know Logan Paul's gonna do some chicanery, like he's probably gonna do at WrestleMania, but he's gonna lose at Mania. And we got all that. Let me move on. Alright, then we have the music of the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley, as I call them, the Hurt Profits. They don't even have a name for their faction, which is sad. How can they not have a name yet? Why can't you just call them the Hurt Profits? We can't call them the Hurt Business per se, but call them something good. I mean, come on. So, they're about to come to the ring, and they're going to cut a promo in a little bit. But before that, we cut to backstage. Logan Paul has a pack of ice around his jaw, because he could probably got a broken jaw. Good. Maybe I'll shut him up for once. And then Kathy Kelly comes in, and basically tells him that Owen's got a punch in. Duh. And then Austin Theory and I did it. Grayson Waller walk in and basically tell Kathy to get out of here and let us be with a boy. And then Cameron Grimes to the moon. I haven't seen him in a while. He comes in, starts laughing at him. I was like, oh, I'm Cameron Grimes. You got knocked out. And then Grayson Waller just like shoves him away, and then Petey Williams and a guy looked like Perry Saturn break it all up, and then we find out next week that Grayson Waller and Caitlyn Grimes are gonna have a match. You know how it's gonna end. Grayson's probably gonna win. I would love to have Cameron win. I would laugh. As much as I love Grayson Waller, but they haven't really done anything with Cameron Grimes. He just stays there, like he's like halfway in catering. Sad. For a guy that was like pretty damn good in NXT, they bring him up and Hunter, it's your boy. You can't mold him. You can't mold Trevor Lee into being like the next U.S. champion or something like that. Come on now. Anyway, we move on. All right. After that, we go to the ring. Lashley and the Street Profits are in the ring. They welcome us to New Year's Revolution. Says 2023 was the toughest year for him in WWE. Not because he didn't put the work in, because the work he put in did not really translate to any results. But the highlight was linking up with the Street Profits, the greatest tag team in WWE. Well, not in WWE history. I don't know about that, dude. So stop capping. So anyway, he says the resolution is simple. They're going to fight and take everything that they deserve. And then Montez Ford tells the fans to listen to Bobby when they're chanting, Bobby, Bobby. And then he says they're going to take full advantage of every opportunity when it comes to getting the Undisputed Tag Team belts. And then Angelo Dawkins says it's been a while since they held those belts. Yeah, long time. Long time. Tells the Judgment Day they might want to keep their head on a swivel. And then Lashley ends the promo saying, my goal is to get back to being the Almighty. And he declares himself an entrant in the 2024 Royal Rumble match. Okay. And then the lights go out. I'm like, uh-oh. who's coming out now? It's Sabu! No, it's not Sabu. We see a video package of Killer Cross and Scarlet Bordeaux. Woo, she's hot. Saying, the end is near. The end is near! And then it cuts. And then they come out. Well, Killer Cross comes out. And holy shit, Scarlet was looking hot. And she changed her hair from blonde to brunette. Nice. She was looking hot. No, they go to the ring. And, Bobby and the Street Profits are like, come on, bring it on. And then out of nowhere, the Authors of Pain return. Akam and Razor come from behind and beat the fuck out of them. And, Precious Paul Ellering came out with Scarlet and Killer Cross. I'm like, So they come out. So the Authors of Pain beat the fuck out of everybody. And, they hit the Super Collider. Oh, I missed that move. They hit the Street Profits with that. And then Cross picks Bobby up in a pump handle position, turned it into like a power slam, and then hits the F5, which I don't know if he's calling that the last prayer or what he calls that move. Blah, 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 blah. Leave the Street Profits and Bobby laying in the middle of the ring. Then they leave, they go up the ramp, and then Killer Cross, Scarlet, Paul Ellering, and Akam and Razor are just staring into the camera. Really, Paul Ellering was just like, not even blinking and just staring. He's like holding his hands like, I'm like, wow. So, the Authors of Pain make their return with Precious Paul Ellering. Thank the Lord he's back. Remember when Akam and Razor were with Seth Rollins, it looked so cheap? And then they got released because they had nothing to do? That's a Vince idea. He got rid of them. Now Hunter's bringing basically everybody back. And signing new people, like Camille. Yeah, Camille signed with NXT. Well, she signed with WWE. She's going to be in NXT. That's good for NXT. Julia's on her way in March. Whew. I mean, Julia and freaking Camille one-on-one would be fucking epic. Julia and Io, because, Julia's from Japan. That would be fucking epic. Julia and Asuka, Julia and Kyrie. Oh! I'm sorry I did that live, but it is what it is. I didn't do it live, but, I did the face. Julia and freaking Kyrie, my dick will explode. And cum will be all over the place. I mean, jeez. The WWE Women's Division is gonna be leaps and bounds ahead of AEW, but AEW might be getting Mercedes Moné, and there is reports still going around that, a top AEW official saying that, we've been talking to her, she could have been on the show on Wednesday night, but it looks like it wasn't a good time, but maybe in home base at Daly's place in Jacksonville, Florida would be a great time for her to debut. Why not do it in Florida? Why not do it at home base? I would have done it maybe in not so much in Jacksonville, Florida at Daly's place. I would have done it in Boston. But I don't think they're going to be in Boston till maybe, I don't know when, but, next week Collision's in Virginia, in Norfolk, Virginia for Collision and Battle of the Belts. And then, the Dynamite after that is going to be in South Carolina. So I don't know when they're going to be back up the East Coast, like in Boston. Probably in March or April. So I don't think they're going to, hold off on Mercedes Moné debuting in Boston in, April after Revolution. Or at Revolution, which will be in North Carolina. Or South Carolina, Greensboro, South Carolina, whatever it is. at the Greensboro Coliseum. It should be great. You know, it's a big event. The first major pay-per-view of the year for AEW. You want to start off with a, well, they already started off with a bang, and they got Deonna Purrazzo. And then next week, you know, Tony Khan's like, well, I'm gonna one-up Hunter even more. So I'm gonna counter Andrade going back to WWE and Camille getting signed to WWE. I'm gonna counter that with Mercedes Moné debuting. So you might try to one-up me, Hunter, but I'm gonna counter-punch you. We'll have to see. We will see. But I like this group. I don't know what they're going to be called. I'm thinking maybe Devastation. Maybe something. I kind of like made a funny on Wrestling Inc. And I said, how about the Authors of Time? Because you know how Killer Kross likes to use the hourglass. So why don't you just call it the Authors of Time? You don't have to call it the Authors of Pain. Make it sound evil. Like Devastation, or, I don't know. Somebody said, Crucifixion. That's nice, I like that. But with a different spelling, maybe? Or Crucifix? With the, I don't know how you can spell that, but... Crucifixion sounds great, I like that idea. Authors of Time, maybe, maybe not. They're gonna name it, but I just don't know what. But it's gonna be great. So it looks like, you know, Killer Kross and the Authors of Pain will probably team up and have a 6-man tag team match, with Bobby and the Street Profits probably next week, or sometime in the future, but we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so all that, I gave 3 out of 5 stars. That's it. Alright, then we get a video of AJ getting injured months ago by the Bloodline, and it's returned to Smackdown a couple weeks ago. So we see that. And we see one from Randy, when he got hurt in May of 2022, and then he was out 18 months, comes back as the Survivor Series. We saw that. We saw Eli Drake getting beat up on a Bloodline, losing at, I think it was at a Crown Jewel to Roman for the belt. So, little preview for the main event, and that's it. Alright, then after we get to our next match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship, we have my third wife, the beautiful Io Sky, taking on Mia Yim, Mishin, who came out with the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, who just showed up and went back to catering to have a beer or something like that. Pretty decent match for what it was. Back and forth they went. Some high-flying moves, you know, Io with a dive, Mishin with some dives, Gavin Patrick with boring as fuck commentary. Nice little move in the match. Io climbed the rope, goes for a Hurricanrana. Mishin blocked it, and then Mishin with a Styles Clash off the second rope. That was crazy. Goes for the cover. Io got her hand on the rope. By the way, Jessica Card, nice little wink when he held up the belt. She held up the belt, goes. She loves that TV time that she's getting. She's a better women's referee than Aubrey Edwards, and hotter too. Sorry, Aubrey, I gotta be real. Anyway, they go inside. Mishin runs the ropes, goes for a suicide dive. Io moved out of the way, and Mishin just crash. And I mean, you talk about crash and burn. Ooh, damn, that was sick. Then Io hits Meteora into the barricade. Ow! Throws her back in the ring, hits her with another Meteora, goes to the top rope, hits the over the moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Io retains the title in a match. There could have been a squash match, but they gave it some time, which was good. So Io gets the win, retains the SmackDown Women's Championship, and then she celebrates in the middle of the ring, and everybody's happy, like me. Because you really think Mia Yim would beat her? Yeah. Probably going to be Bayley, most likely, when they turn on Bayley, probably after the Rumble. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we go to the segment of the night. The Wise Man, my name is Paul Heyman, stares in the camera, and then Kevin Patrick asked him if he has a reaction to The Rock's comments on Monday. No, really, he's not gonna talk about it, stupid idiot. Kevin Patrick, you just made the list! Anyway, so Paul Heyman crucified The Rock in his promo, saying that The Rock dropped Roman Reigns because The Rock wants to sit at the head of the table, but to do that, you have to be invited to a dinner at the Island of Relevancy, and The Rock has never been invited, nor will he ever be invited, because The Rock is just like everybody else. He's looking for a shortcut to get viral, and there are only two ways to make headlines. One is to date Taylor Swift to become a Swiftie. Okay, that's one way. Or call out Roman Reigns. So Paul says Roman wins a match. Cena comes out. Roman beats him. Brock Lesnar came out, says some shit. Lost to Roman. Roman beats Cody Rhodes. Cody still talks about finishing the story, which he never will. And then CM Punk comes back after 10 years. And now welcomes Punk back because, he's an OG Paul Heyman guy, which is true. And then Paul's like, well, I upgraded from best friend to advocate, and now I am the wise man. That's a good upgrade. Then he mentions the Triple Threat main event. Somebody's going to get smashed by Roman at the Rumble, and that person will get smashed at the Rumble. Like I said, the same way whoever wins the Royal Rumble will get smashed at WrestleMania, assuming they choose Roman. There, Paul, you forgot about that. Because there is not one man on this planet that can beat Roman. That's very true. Nobody is worthy of beating Roman. It's not Randy. It's not Eli Drake. It's not AJ. It's not even Cody fucking Rhodes. It's not even Dwayne either. Fuck all of them. Nobody's beating Roman. I said it before and I'll say it again. Acknowledge us after WrestleMania. I'm going to do that video. After the Rumble, I'll say it again. Acknowledge us. After Mania, after Roman gets done with The Rock, acknowledge us. If he's at Payback, and he wins there. Anytime he wins, I'm going to say acknowledge us. But when he loses, I'm not going to be mad. I'll be a little upset. I'm like, oh, finally it happened. Issa will be crying up a storm. She'll need some consoling. That's another story for another time. But it has to end sometime, but it's not going to end anytime soon. So deal with it, bitches. And that's that. And we move on. Alright, so Heyman's promo, I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. That's that. Bury The Rock. Buried him. Good. That's that. Alright, then we go to the back with Damage Control. We had Bayley. Give me a hug. And the other members of Damage Control, Io was there celebrating her title defense win over Mia Yim. My other two wives, Kairi Sane and Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka. Set my dick. And they're there. They're looking all fabulous. Dakota Kai's looking amazing. I mean, those are 5 hot pieces of ace. Anyway, they're celebrating Io's win. Io says, my era will never end. Okay, calm down, Io. Calm down. You're trying to be Roman. Calm down. And then Bayley says, my plan will never end as well. And then the Kabuki Warriors will win the tag team belts. I thought she said next week they have a tag team title match. I didn't hear that. That wasn't advertised after that. So, in the future, maybe, yeah, I see that. And then Dakota Kai tells Bayley that Bayley is going to win the Rumble and become the champion as well. And then Bianca Belair, she's Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. Actually, her hair. She's Bianca Belair. So she comes in, looking pretty spiffy. Congratulates Io on her win. Tells Bayley, let me just check some. Tells Bayley that she will not win the Rumble because I'm going to enter the Rumble and I'm going to KOD you over the top rope. He says she will win the Rumble for a second time, and at Mania she will take the title off Io and end her era. Io talks to Dakota Kai in Japanese. And then Dakota's like, she tells Bayley, well, after Bianca leaves, Dakota tells Bayley that EO told her that as leader of Damage Control, she has to put an end to Bianca. So I'm like, oh no, not another match! And then we get that next week. How many times did Bianca beat Bayley? It feels like Bianca beating Carmella all over again. 6,000 fucking times. I mean, if Bayley wins, great. But I don't want to see this match. I don't. Well, we get that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, I gotta quickly end this because my battery's about to die. So I'm gonna finish this up real quick. Alright, after that, we had the Yes Boys, Elton Prince and Kit Wilson taking on Butch and his partner, Tyler Bate. So British Strong Style reunites against the Yes Boys. Pretty decent match, but in the end, sadly, the British Strong Style win after Tyler Bate, after Butch and Tyler hit Kit Wilson with the double Tyler Driver 97. Ow. And then Bate goes to the cover. 1, 2, 3. Tyler Bate and Butch get the win. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's it. Alright, then we see Ashanti the Adonis with some weird fucking promo talking about, oh, I need to earn my opportunity, you know, I'm struggling, I don't know, I don't belong in it, I don't feel like I belong here, you don't. And then we see Nick Aldis, he's on the phone, you know, and then he talks to Ashanti about, I feel sorry for you. Actually, I don't feel sorry for you. I'm like, oh, really? So Ashanti's like, I'm hungry. I just need an opportunity. So Nick Aldis, being a generous man, saying, I don't feel sorry for you because, I believed in you from the beginning. How is that possible? You weren't there when Shit Row came to the main roster. It makes no sense there, Nick. Anyway, so he tells Ashanti, I have some ideas that you might be interested in hearing. Yeah, here's an idea. You're gonna be released soon. Bye-bye, so long, farewell. Take B-Fab with you. Maybe try to resurrect your career in AEW with Swerve. No. What ideas Nick Aldis have for him? Who cares? Give him a new gimmick, how about that? So this promo, I could care less. I gave 2 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Then we go to your main event of the evening, triple threat match to see who faces Roman for the Universal title, for the Undisputed Universal title at the Rumble. We have Randy Orton as well, this voice, AJ Styles, the Lone Warrior, and Eli Drake. Alright, so this is a pretty good match. Beating the crap out of each other at times. I mean, they went to the outside. Eli like banging AJ's head off the announce table, and then do the same thing to Orton, and Orton gets all pissy, backdrop him on the table, which didn't break. I am the table! Japanese table. And Styles gets all pissy, does the same thing, and everything. The freaking table was like a freaking Japanese table. It wasn't bought at the Home Depot. So it was just craziness and brutality on the outside of the ring. Sadly, didn't hit the commentary team, which would have been fun. Shut those fuckers up. Orton brings, I think it was AJ in, hits the Demon DDT, goes for the Gilmore Cutter. Eli drags Orton to the outside, throws him into the ring steps. AJ with a dropkick through the ropes. Blah, 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 blah. Then they keep going. And then more stuff on the outside. Back in the ring they go. Orton and Eli with some right hands. Blah, 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 blah. AJ with a springboard 450 on top of Eli. Goes for a cover, but Eli kicks out of that. And then we see Eli has a cut. I mean, he was busted wide open. Blood. Which they're actually allowing now. Thank you, Hunter. No, they had to stop the match because of little bitty blood. They have to get the doctor to get the freaking towel and the water, and they have to stop the match, and then it takes like 5-10 minutes to get the blood to stop. And everybody's arena like, so stupid. Let him bleed the way it should be. That's wrestling. I don't care if he has a fucking cut on his eye. Who gives a shit? Let him bleed. Anyway, so Eli's busted wide open. AJ goes to the Stars Clash. Orton gets in the ring. AJ throws Eli to the outside. He's like, I'm not gonna Stars Clash this guy. Get out of here. You're bleeding. Get out of here. AJ with a forearm to face. AJ on the apron goes for the phenomenal forearm. Orton hits the RKO in mid-air. Stop stealing my moves, Randy. Goes for the cover. Eli pulls a referee out of the ring. And he gets in the ring. And there was one point like AJ stopped Charles Robinson from counting to 3. And Charles Robinson was like, what the hell, dude? That was funny. So, after Eli got back in the ring to stop the pin, Roman comes out with Jimmy Uso, Solo, and the wise man, Paul Heyman. Roman points at Solo. Solo gets in the ring, beats the fuck out of Eli Drake, throws him to the outside, and then Roman and Jimmy beat the fuck out of AJ and Randy in the ring. And then Orton goes to the outside. Solo grabs the steel steps, hits Orton in the head with them. Ow. And then Roman hits AJ with a powerbomb. Then throws AJ out to the outside like a sack of potatoes. And then Jimmy and Solo throw LA back into the ring. Roman hits Eli with the Superman punch. And then he runs the ropes, hitting him with that wicked spear. And then Jimmy throws Randy in the ring. Roman gets ready, and then Solo's getting ready for the spear spike. So Roman goes, ooh, and then he hits the spear, boom, spike in the fucking head, in the fucking neck, lays him out. Roman's like all gloating and everything, and Nick Aldis was out there seeing who's gonna win the match. He's out there, Heyman's going around the ring, and then Nick Aldis taps him on the shoulder, and Heyman's like, don't touch me, I don't want to talk to you. And then he touches him again. Paul turns around, and Nick Aldis says, tell your boy congratulations, because now it's going to be a fatal 4-way match at the Rumble for the title. And then he leaves, and Heyman's like, uh-oh, I don't think I should tell my tribal chief this. And he's going to have to. So, I think Roman's going to be a little bit pissy. Not that it matters, he's going to smash all 3 of them. I would assume that, I think Eli's going to take the pin, which sucks, but somebody's going to take the pin. Even though people's like, oh, it's going to be unpredictable. No, it's not. Roman is winning. Leave it alone. Raj Giri, the god of Wrestling Inc. But, yeah, it is unpredictable because we don't know who might win, but you really think that Randy's going to win? No. Eli Drake? No. AJ? No. There's a possibility, but a minuscule 33% chance. Not even 33, like 25% chance, basically. Those are bad odds. So, it is what it is. So this match, which a triple threat match is, and fatal 4-ways are always no DQ, it ends in a no contest. That makes no fucking sense. But we all knew that Roman was going to come out, and this was going to be a fatal 4-way match. I called that since the match was announced. I said, yep, this is going to be a fatal 4-way at the Rumble. So, we got that. And we move on with that. Alright, so that ends SmackDown. And I gave SmackDown 7 out of 10 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, we get to Rampage. And really quickly, we're going to run through the card. Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale beat Notorious Mimi and Kennedy Hardcastle easily. Stokely Hathaway being a simp for Chris Statlander. And then said something about Willow is thick like a Snickers. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Calm down. Anyway, we had that. Mark Briscoe and the Hardy Boys, Jeff Hardy, dude, and Matt Hardy, delete. They beat Kip Sabian and Butcher and the Blade after Mark Briscoe hit Froggy Bow on, I think it was the Blade. They get the win. What are you going to do about that? It was an okay match. Will Nightingale and Chris Statlander beat Kennedy, Hardcastle, and Notorious Mimi after Statlander hits a high kick into a spine buster for the win. Get that, and then, Stokely still being a sip after the match. Stupid. The Hardy Boys talked to Renee about trying to be on Dynamite to boost the ratings. No, probably not. Private Party comes in, tease a match, possibly happening on Dynamite. I don't know when. We get that. We move on. And then after that, match number 3, Anna Jay against Hikaru Shida, and Shida wins with the katana. There's a promo before that, and Anna Jay says this is going to be her year, blah, blah, blah. And then Harley Cameron comes in looking hot as always, and it says something weird. I says, I could do that too. I'm pretty good at that, yeah, I bet. Starts talking to Angela Parker about something, and then she leaves. I didn't understand that segment at all. I found out Adam Copeland, Edge, is going to be on Collision tomorrow night. I guess to address what happened at World's End when he won the belt, then lost to the Christian. Again, thanks to Kill Switch. So we'll get that. And then the main event for the Ring of Honor Pure Championship, Wheeler, Utah, taking on Commander with Alex Abrahantes. Pretty damn good. Jimmy Jacobs, Pat Buck, and Christopher Daniels, the judges. There's a point where Wheeler Yuta, used a closed fist. Alex Abrahantes was arguing about it, and then they were saying, "Oh, it might have been. Well, why didn't you disqualify him and let him drop the belt?" That's an instant loss. Obviously, they didn't do that. They go through the match. Most of the rope breaks were used, but in the end, Wheeler Yuta locks in the Kimura lock. Commander already grabbed the rope, but it didn't matter because he was forced to tap out because he used up all his rope breaks. So Wheeler Yuta retains the Ring of Honor Pure Championship. And that's pretty much it. And that's it. So Rampage was okay. Gave it 6 out of 10 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, my phone's about to die. Thanks for watching, everybody. And until next time, peace.